Hi, welcome to my channel, welcome back, thank you for joining me for this video. Today I have a Prada reveal for you, and it's a reveal because there is no box and it's a very long delayed reveal because I actually bought the bag a year ago. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Natalia and I am self-admitted shameless shopaholic, and I post on YouTube videos on how I spend my money or how I waste my money. So if you enjoy shopping, especially luxury designer handbags, but also non-designer fashion and all the fun stuff women enjoy, please consider joining my Anonymous Shopaholic Club down below. Today I will share with you a Prada bag, a little Prada bag which I got nearly a year ago. I know, it has been a while. So I was keeping it for later, and honestly I also sometimes keep some items to have the material for videos, but apparently I'm actually going with the materials ahead of the videos, so now I have a bunch of items which I have to share and which hasn't been shared for a long time. But well, anyway, I didn't expect that I will be so blessed with shopping and I will get so many designer items. Back to the Prada story. So I got this bag in Prada outlet in Malaga when I was there in August last year. And I wore it a couple of times, and because it's a very summery bag, so later it was just sitting in the dust bag and it was just waiting for its time. Now, because we have actually summer full on, I should be wearing this bag, so it's time to admit and confess my signs from last year. So let's just open the bag. So last year when I was in Malaga, I went to that designer shopping outlet next to Malaga, which was actually introduced to me by a friend which accidentally was also hanging around the same area. So we met up and she said like, let's go to the shopping. I was like, oh yeah, of course, right? So we went there, we were hanging around there, and I didn't plan to buy anything. But then we popped into Prada outlet and I was like, oh my goodness, I love it. I love the color. So let's get into it. So ladies and gentlemen, I got the sunshine yellow Prada bucket bag, and you get it, right? How I could live without that beautiful baby. My concern about the bag was that I thought I am not a bucket bag person, so I shouldn't buy it because maybe that's not my style, maybe I will not wear it, la la la. But I was like convincing myself that bucket bag, this kind of Prada bucket bag, is a very classic style, is a classic Prada style, and I should try the style, and it's a classic style, so it shouldn't be a silly purchase, because usually what at the time I was buying, these were bags that I already thought through them. I was watching YouTube videos, I was scrolling on the websites, and I was having some ideas, and maybe I would go crazy about the color, but I was I knew which bags, which type of the bags I want to buy, and this one was really outside of my style, I guess, at the time, or what I thought it was my style. So I was really thinking about it, but the price of the bag was also very encouraging to buy. So I have actually all the authenticity cards, well, no brainer, authenticity cards are usually should be there, but I also kept the tag to give you the price. So the original price of the bag was 1,300 euro, then it was discounted to 780, and then it was an extra outlet price 624. And of course I got tax free, so I think I got it for like 550 euro, which, well, how you might not, like how you can refuse this kind of deal. So and the friend encouraged me to buy it. She was saying, yes, it's beautiful, it's nice. And then when we started, converting the amount after tax free to our currency, and I was like, that's actually not bad, like, here you cannot yeah, let's not discuss Icelandic prices. So I ended up buying this little beautiful bucket bag, and I wore it probably a couple of times while I was in Spain, and I don't know, maybe I have worn it once afterwards, like when still was warm, I don't know, in Poland or whatever. But then when I got back to Iceland, the bag was sitting in the dust bag. Maybe occasionally I took it out and looked at it, but it wasn't used. With this short time that I had the bag, I realized that I actually really do like this style. I really like the bucket bag, and I was actually eyeing a nylon version of it on Vestiaire. But as you know, I am not very positive about the second-hand market. So actually the bag sold for very low price eventually, But I was thinking maybe I will get this version in the nylon in an outlet one day, you know, maybe an occasion come. So you see, that's how crazy shopaholic I am. I buy one bag and I'm already planning for 3 other colors of it. Just let's not comment on that. The bag, it's a beautiful leather. Do I have a details which leather is that? Because I'm so bad in this. Okay, so here it says it's light calfskin plus Saffiano, because it says like this. So so it's a calfskin, very soft actually. I could think it's lambskin to my, you know, not very professional. Don't listen to me. That's yeah, I'm not, you know, an expert. So that, and it has those Saffiano leather pieces in it, which is a very, you know, good design. Let me show you. If I'm here already, I will show you that the pocket here, it would probably fit a small phone if you have small one. It has this top handle from the Saffiano leather, which is a very, you know, thoughtful design, because that's the place where you touch and hold the bag when the bag will get a lot of wear and tear. So it is very good, and it also has that, you know, drawstring, and that little bit is also made of Saffiano leather, because you are going to use that bit a lot, so it has to be resistant. And I will tell you from that little experience with the bag that if you have this type of bag, and it's a leather one, because probably nylon is another story, it's much more resistant, but that little you know, piece, that string of leather, I think it's very easy to ruin it, and very easy to like stretch it and get some, you know, stretch marks on it. Initially I was just pulling for, you know, this way, like this, but I think the way to pull it is actually to press on sides, and then like that, you know, it gets more rounded and it's easier to pull. So if you have a leather bag like this, that's I think how we should, you know, open and close that drawstring. And inside the bag has actually a little pouch, and it has a crossbody strap. So let's open that as well. And the crossbody strap I see is from the it's made of this calfskin leather, so it's not Saffiano, and it's very thin. So if you pack the bag, probably not the best idea. I don't know where I should clip it. Probably here. So probably wearing it crossbody is not the best idea for the long term, I guess, or in my opinion, or how I will use it, is probably just to have it for some occasional times when I actually want to crossbody it, or I want to be hands-free. I think the charm of this kind of bag is to wear them on your crook of your arm, or wearing them on your wrist. So that's kind of how they hang, and that's how they are, I think, looking the best, and they are very convenient. Also, this one has a very big loop here, so it's very convenient, very comfortable to wear, so no problem with that. And that soft leather will lean against the body also very comfortably. I think this bag is very well designed in terms of wear and tear. So the parts which are used the most, which needs to be resistant, are made of more resistant materials, and the parts which are having less use, they are from softer leather. And also it's a bag that will not really like bulge or really bother you or hit you with corners on the on your body, because it seems to be very soft. That's actually what I kind of think, because I wore it like twice a year ago, so I guess I cannot say much, but that's what I think of it. And inside is like, you know, one big hole with this typical Prada lining, which I really like. I really like that lining that Prada has. I think it's one of the best linings in designer bags, because the Gucci lining, if it's not like some silk or some satin, then that raw material, in my opinion, it cheapens the bag. Also Louis Vuitton, like most of their bags, they don't really, you know, amaze us with their linings. Like, it's not super shiny, beautiful, and looks high-end. But Prada, in my opinion, does the best job regarding the linings of the bag. It looks very pretty, it looks luxurious. It looks as it's supposed to look, as a luxury bag, right? So it's one open compartment, and there is no zip pockets or anything, any pocket inside. It's just one open hole. And I checked on the back when I was, you know, buying it, that it is made in Italy, because we know that Prada made some bags which are not made in Italy, and some bags are made for outlets only. That was my first Prada outlet purchase, and I checked if that's the, you know, if the bag is made in Italy. However, I have actually a couple of more Prada bags from outlets which I bought, and they are not made in Italy. And one of them was actually surprised to me, because that was was the first one that I bought, and I checked in the store if it's made in Italy. And the second one I just bought kind of not kind of blindly in that matter, not checking if it's made in Italy, and it's not made in Italy. So anyway, but that's the story for another video. So that's all for today's video. That was my Prada score in an outlet. Let me know what is your best outlet or best designer score ever. I would like to hear that, so share with me in the comments if you want. Thank you for watching, thank you for spending some time with me, and as always, I will see you next time, and in the meantime, don't forget to enjoy your life. Bye guys.